no price. We will set the price. The price will be paid.
What price? Matt! Okay, you can be saved. This is a good vision. We can do it. Min! Get in here. You're not Min. Min, you're Min. Get him down. Give him a CPR.
Matt.
Pump his chest.
Come on, Matt. No, Matt, breathe. Come on, Matt, please.
He's fine.
Come on, Matt. No.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Again.
Come on.
Yeah. Do you know why we knew he was going to be fine? Because there was an Aes Sedai in the scene. No reason to knock out an Aes Sedai if he was just going to die anyway.
You wanted to kiss me. And there are reasons you were.
Shut up.
Where am I?
Hey, you paid the price. And you got all your wishes.
What are you talking about?
Oh, does he not remember?
I can't remember how we got here. There are things I can't remember.
Matt, what's happening?
I don't know.
Come on.
Oh, look at this. What if he takes off the necklace? Oh, hey! Buddy?
You should have left.
She's got it.
I'm going to collar the Dragon Reborn.
Oh, she's gonna throw her in the water.
And I'm going to kill the strongest channeler in 1,000 years.
Oh. Now we got somebody else to save. But nobody knows she's down there. You gotta save yourself. No. Now or never naive. Find the power within you.
What do you hear?
Do you trust Mummy? Close your eyes. Everything's gonna be alright.
She's like Moses. Go get her. Go get Leandrin. With this, now that you're the most powerful person on Earth. Land, buddy. You haven't had much to do this episode. They gotta give you something to do. Yeah. Right here. You gotta take care of this situation. Everybody gets to do something in a finale.
Melindra, you knew I'd hear you coming. Why?
She made a bad deal.
I swore my dark oaths for Markier, but they led me here. And to fulfill them would destroy Markier forever. You are Markier. Lanfear is here.
If you break your dark oaths,
Oh, she gonna die?
so was I with you. Melindra.
Oh, wow. This is what happens when you disobey your dark oaths. Holy shit. Hey, Rand. There's you've got a challenger on the horizon. What the hell? What was all that about?
You were right
About what?
to come here. I'm sorry I didn't know sooner that this was the right thing to do.
No worries.
It was you, wasn't it? With Lanfear. The Forsaken attack into Avalon. The mirrors, the axe, the cards, everything. To separate me from the others so you could control me.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
And you knew, didn't you? What Lanfear was doing to Egwene in her dreams.
I suspected. I hoped it would drive you two apart.
It worked.
I know.
And all this time, the only person who's always been there who's never left me is you. And it's not because you want to use me, it's because you want me to succeed. The only thing that matters to you is that I win the last battle.
Yeah.
You want what I want. You're the only one who does.
He's very understanding, isn't he?
Thank you.
I feel like there's been a real
I'm here because of you.
change in Rand.
Today you bring the Aiel under your control.
What will you do?
I'm going to protect you from Lanfear.
No, Jesus.
Or die trying.
Just that?
Elena Sedai?
Hey, you come to get
You've been
us?
ordered back to the tower.
Swan can't stop us from doing our duty.
And what duty is that, sister?
To keep you out of the tower.
Oh, it was just a ploy.
But have been bought entry into the hall. This is my hall. Open these doors.
Yeah, she's the Emerald.
Now!
Why would you stop her in the first place?
What in the light's name is going on?
Swan Sanche, this hall convened not an hour ago with 11 seaters, and by unanimous vote,
It happened off screen?
deposed you.
What the hell?
Furthermore, you have been accused of being a dark friend. For these crimes, you will be stilled.
Over my dead body.
Oh, maybe. That was easy. She didn't even get to speak in her defense? Whoa. Holy shit. I thought we were gonna have a vote or something. A dramatic vote. She's done.
Take her. I have questions.
Do the 11 people not have any personalities, or just going along with this with no emotion or anything? Never liked her anyway? Like, oh no.
Gideon.
How did you know?
Yeah, how did you know?
If I want to be one of the chosen, I need to know my competition.
She's taking it.
It takes 2 women to control a man with this Adam.
Yeah. 2 bracelets.
So let me work with you to collar the dragon.
I don't work well with others.
Neither do I.
What is that? Is that Samuel?
I told her she'd come for the weakest first.
Oh.
At least you left enough of him to recognize.
You'll be next. You've always played on all sides, Raven. It's time for you to pick the winning one.
I want to pick whatever doesn't lead to this. Please, thank you.
You could stop any of the chosen with Calendar.
Did your little dragon reject you again?
He sure did. Very suddenly.
Are you actually ready to kill the Dragon Reborn?
I'm ready.
I don't know about that. What does he have to do here? Just stand before them?
Chiefs of the Aiel, did not the Dreamwalkers tell you that the Kara Karn had emerged from Ruidian?
Yeah, it's this other guy.
I am he who comes with the dawn.
There he is.
I am the Kara Karn.
Yeah! That guy! But he's got no powers. Rand could just snuff him out. Shield?
We will cross the dragon wall again and take back what was ours.
Dude, behind you.
Wetlander, I'll kill you for standing on our sacred ground.
A Wetlander. Yes.
He's
What
so,
does the prophecy of Viridian say?
he's so different, Rand.
Born of the blood, but raised by those none of the blood. Where did your wise ones send you to look for the Kara Karn? To the wetlands,
Yeah,
where I was raised.
exactly. Who is this guy?
I am your Kara Karn. I am your Kara Karn.
Do they have to battle? I don't know.
Swan Sanche,
What now?
you have worked in secret with Moraine Sedai.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
believe she is with the Dragon Reborn now.
Correct.
The truth is, I love Moraine.
Yeah. So it begins.
I would die to protect her.
I went to Ruidian too. What did you see there, Couladin?
Uh-oh.
What I saw was holy. I am holy.
I'm not afraid to speak, Couladin. Are you?
You gonna tell him?
It's time for you to hear the truth of the Aiel.
This is not gonna go down well.
I saw when the Aiel were called to Darshan. when you followed the wave the leaf.
True, that's true.
You knew.
Rand, please. Our people cannot face this truth. You will destroy them.
They just told him.
This is what I was born to do.
Yeah, it's prophecy.
You must all face who you are. Oathbreakers!
Oh, Jesus. Lan, maybe? There's nobody out there.
I am your chief of chiefs. Follow me.
Are we going to split up here? Into two factions? Oh. Sarkhan on power. Hey, nice try, nice try. He got her. We know she can heal. He's okay.
I will never burn, because I am Swan Sunshine, daughter of the river, water itself.
Yeah, she can't burn.
And I defy you!
Oh, holy moly.
The vote was already done. You were sentenced to death.
Everybody's dying. Get out of there, Lanfear. Whoa. Nice. We didn't see that in any of the rings. She used the power of grief. Hey, it's raining.
She's dead. She's dead.
He made it rain. That's proof enough for me. Egwene didn't kneel.
He calls upon the mountains to kneel, and the seas to give way, and the very skies to bow.
Rand! Let go, please!
Oh yeah, you've made your point. Rand? Buddy? Season 4, buddy? That was season 3 of The Wheel of Time. Let's hope they make a season 4. I want to see more. I want to see more. Have they renewed it? Let's take a little. Before we talk about the episode, let's... Time, season 4. In its season 3 finale, The Wheel of Time is promising to go cosmic in season 4. Shut up, tell me, is it renewed? We are confident a potential Wheel of Time season 4 gets a hopeful update. Okay, so it hasn't been renewed yet. Has not been renewed yet. A lot happened in this final episode. It was an episode of prophecy and prophecy fulfillment and everything. It was almost everything we saw in the future kind of we saw in this episode in a way, like a lot of it. Moiraine had visions of her standoff with Lanfear. Elaida Sedai, her prophecy of her taking over was in this one. Mat and the rope was in this one. Rand and all the Kara prophecy stuff. I don't remember the bit about rain, but all that stuff. So yeah, it was a lot of stuff we'd set up previously being delivered upon. I feel like it needed a bit more time. It needed an extra episode. We needed an episode between Golden Eyes and this one. It needed 2 episodes to be more. There was a lot of this needs to happen and this needs to happen. This is how the episode is structured. This needs to happen and this scene needs to happen and this scene needs to happen. And we just sort of went through them, but it was kind of like stairs, like a step. And now we're here, and now we're here. An extra episode would have smoothed that. Would have been more like a wrap. You know? For instance, earlier in the episode, I was like, wow, this Lanfear conversation with Rand it feels so different and so sudden, and then suddenly Egwene is there too, and it felt a little jarring. And then we're on the path. Then Lanfear is in. She's walking amongst the Aiel, and she's got this spy who's that woman who wants land to take back his land. And she's made dark promises to Lanfear. And now we're walking towards the big huge meetup in the desert with every single Aiel tribe. But Lanfear is now going to come for us. She's going to get us for some reason. It's very I don't know if I like it. Like, why? My question, why I felt it was weird is, why is Lanfear coming to kill Rand, to stop him from becoming the Kara-Karn? All of a sudden, why is that the new? Why are we so certain about that? Because Rand rebuffed her in her dream? You know? Why can't Rand just be nice with her in the dream? And, like, if we were going to turn... Like, if we're... Just say we're the good guys and she's the bad guy. And Rand has decided Lanfear's not for me anymore. You know, after she sent Samael, and Samael, because of all that, the little girl got killed. And I hate that. I am now now I'm against Lanfear, right? Well, why wouldn't we just play nice with Lanfear, see what she's up to, and, you know, tactically do things? Instead, we're all like, get rebuffed. Oh, she'll be coming for us now. It didn't feel right to me. So story-wise, it didn't seem to... I needed more. I understand it. I understand everything about this episode. In a way. I understand everything. But there were jagged edges to it. But I think I mentioned this in the season 2 finale as well. Everybody has to have something to do. Everybody has to have a specific role. Every main character except Perrin needed a scene that was just about them. You know? Sort of. Min needed to rescue Matt. Matt needed to go through... We'll talk about Matt going through that doorway. Lan needed to have that conversation with that woman. We'll talk about that too. Nynaeve had to unlock her power. I presume she's completely unblocked now. You know what? Egwene didn't really... I know she went into the dream and she was like, get skedaddled out of here. But not much to do, actually. And then she was like, hey, Rand, at the end. That's enough for everybody. They're all bowing. Except me. Oh yeah. My main point here is the perils of a finale and giving everybody something to do is that the story suffers because necessarily suffers because everybody having something to do means that you have to have a scene for all of that, and they don't necessarily connect smoothly with each other. And in this case, I felt everything was a bit rushed. The Tanchico stuff was okay, you know? Because we had built up to that. We knew what they were about. We knew that they were going after the collar. We knew where it was. We knew who was coming for it. So that felt a bit more smooth. Why everybody split up once we got in there? It was just to have those conversations. It was just so that Min and Matt could have their story together. Couldn't have gone down any other way with just those two. It's because Elaine and Tom could have their story, and again, it had to be private between those two. She discovers that Raven is not. If she trusts Tom, you know, she only has. On the one hand, here's Tom, a guy you met 2 days ago in Tanchico, right? He's telling you that someone you've known all your life doesn't exist. We're trusting him because he's, you know, helping you with the Dark Aja people. You know, he's fighting for you right now. But look, some sort of hints that he's her actual father, maybe. Maybe I'm just reading into that. That's my TV brain. That's like, oh, obviously he's her father now. You know? Especially, nobody asks, who are you? It's just strange dialogue, if it's not that. But, who does she think is her father? I don't know. I don't know the story, I guess, about who her mother was with before Raven wasn't. He only appeared last 6 months. Anyway, look, it doesn't matter. But yeah, that explains why everybody split up. You know? Liandrin split up from all her Dark Aja people. Because we were just looking, we were just trying to find the thing. As quickly as possible. No need for safety in numbers. We all gotta, because we all trust each other, we're all gonna split up and whoever finds it is gonna give it to Liandrin, right? Right? Because we all trust each other here. Nobody gets killed by anybody. Anyway, Liandrin found it and she swept it away and gave it to Nynaeve, and then she took it back, and then she wrapped her in chains and threw her to the bottom of the ocean, which is very shallow, by the way. It was like 10 feet, maybe. Tops. But then Nynaeve... Hey, we saw the arches, which reminded me how great the arches, Nynaeve's arches were. That was a powerful moment. Her getting her power made me emotional, not because of her getting her power and getting out of the water, but because it reminded me of how great the scene with the arches was in like season 1 or 2 or 1. Whenever she went through the arches, 2, I think, 2. I was like, oh yeah, remember she had her daughter and she was trying to... Yeah. I was getting teary just thinking about it. I was thinking about season 2. While she was triumphantly parting the Red Sea. You know? Rand and the Aiel, sort of confusing. Like, it was odd. It was an odd scene. With the other guy. Like, where did he go? He was just like, I'm the Karakar. And Rand's like, no, actually it's me. And then the other guy just took off. Did he take a bunch of Aiel with him? That was very unclear where he went and what was happening. And then I thought Rand was gonna... There was something in the prophecy about he would destroy them or bind them or something. He made it rain. And everybody was like, oh, it's him. He who comes with the rain. That confused me. I was like, so, yeah. Hey, look, he can channel. I thought he was gonna, I don't know, do some party tricks. Or fight that guy, or, you know, lift him up and go, this guy is not your Karakar, and just dunk him into the sand. What I did like about that scene, the best part of that scene is a very subtle part of that scene. It's how calmly Rand walks down to the guy. You know, the guy's all, I'm the Karakar, and Rand is just slowly walking, very confidently walking towards him. You know? Oh yeah, one of his strategies was, hey, we're all Whale Leaf people, actually. And everybody's like, what? What are you just saying? Can you make out what he's saying? Someone give him a megaphone. Damn, I sure wish it would rain. That would really convince me. Yeah. You explain the rain thing to me. You know, why everybody was like, I'll bow. I'll kneel now. Oh yeah, and meanwhile, also, you explained to me what Moiraine is doing in that scene. Is she making a huge shield so that Lanfear doesn't run in and do something? Is that it? That was unclear to me. What is she doing out in the middle of nowhere with the Sarkarnan? Why doesn't Lanfear grab that orb from her at any point during the fight, when she has the upper hand at like multiple points during the fight, when she's got her strangled and it's just in the sand there? Why didn't she just grab it and go, well, now you're double dead? Because then Moiraine would have had absolutely no chance to defend herself? Okay, yeah. That makes sense. I did like parts of that fight. The shielding stuff, I love that stuff. Lan was also there. He got her, actually, at one point. But thankfully, they showed just how kind of weak he was compared to both of them. You know, just got tossed aside. Like he was nothing but a ragdoll. But they placed that fight well, because we'd already seen her get killed multiple times there. And it did look like she was going to get killed. But Siuan had the longest I'm about to die speech in the history of television. Very inspiring, you know. And I do like that Moiraine won that fight. It's almost like if Siuan hadn't died, Moiraine couldn't win. It was her absolute grief and anger over Siuan dying that gave her some sort of adrenaline rush that made her capable of fighting back against Lanfear and just, you know, and Lanfear scrambling away through a portal to get out of there. I like that part. That part was great. I'm jumping around now in time. Sammael surviving the boulders. I was wondering about that. Was brought back. Didn't die there just so that we could see how creepy and weird Moghedien is again. And I think Moiraine tied him off from the power, stopped him from accessing it. You know? Because he's pretty weak. Because he's one of the weaker ones. So he was easy pickings for Moghedien then. Because he had no way to fight back. And she was just like, oh, let me figure out how to kill one of the Forsaken or one of the Chosen. You know, very gruesome. When Rahvin and Lanfear appear later to look at it. When did they have that little conversation, by the way, Lanfear and him? Or was that before the fight? Probably. Lanfear's like, I'm just about to, I don't know, gate crash the wedding ceremony of the Aiel and Rand. But before that, hey, look what happened. Look what happened here. You know? Next season is going to be all about getting that, what the hell is it called? The sword. The sword that's not a sword. Whatever that is. We got to go to Tyr and we got to get that. And because it was mentioned a couple of times this episode. And Rand will bring all his Aiel people. Did that other guy take people? I don't know that other guy. Did he take the Shaido with him? Because they're the bad ones, right? Anyone who doesn't want to be Whale Leaf probably went with him. But we saw people parting and facing each other. And I don't know, I assume half of them just took off screen. Speaking of off-screen, back at the Tar Valon, Siuan was taken down by unnamed voters, unspecified, unfaced. 11 people decided to vote when she wasn't there, didn't talk to her, no due process. Don't make a current events joke right now, not appropriate. And yeah, she was just ousted and then stripped of her powers, stilled and then killed, stilled and killed, stilled and speeched and killed. Whoop, sorry, bit of an interruption there. I'm back. What else are we talking about? Oh yeah, if I thought the voting for Siuan to get replaced and stilled and killed, you know, that happened off screen. The actual voting that happened on screen was weird too, wasn't it, when she first got elected? Who votes for Siuan? I do. Me. Okay, that's 4 people, right? Okay. How about the other one? How about Elaida Sedai? Who votes for her? Actually, I want to vote for Siuan. Oh yeah, me too. I forgot. Has the voting begun yet? I want to vote for her. That was shot all weird. that was just odd. It was kind of I don't know. Can you do that? Did that happen in the books? It feels like a very TV thing to do. To raise the tension and then go, actually the good guy wins. You know? Felt a bit clunky. Speaking of, now this isn't clunky, but what, you know the way Mat and Min and Elaine and Nynaeve were in the palace, right? And then all the stuff in their stories went down. We never had a scene with them after that, except for one little glimpse of them on a boat at the end of the episode, where they're just all standing there gawping at nothing. Tom nowhere to be seen. What are they doing? Where are they going? What's the plan now? Shouldn't we chase after Liandrin? Is that what we're doing? It was just like, oh shit, the episode's about to end. That's where they are. End episode. Oh crap, we almost ran out of time this week. You don't have a time limit. So either make the split, either have 2 episodes, or make this last episode a bit longer. Smooth the transition into season 4 a bit. Because we also went back to Thael and the 2 Aiel, looking at the White Cloaks. So they've obviously followed Perrin, you know, to, I don't know, help him out in case they try to kill him. But it was like 2 seconds. Hey, I said Perrin wasn't in this episode. I lied. He was one of those pixels down at the White Cloak camp. You know, you got an aura of him. There was an aura of him. Just like the aura of that dark Aja Aes Sedai who got zapped with the rod of balefire. That's a strong weapon. We're keeping that one. We could have gone after Liandrin. Well, I don't know. Maybe we lost her scent. You know, now that Nynaeve's all powered up. Hopefully, look, I presume she's all powered up now. And that's what I'm presuming. She was able to defend herself. Now, we've seen in previous seasons that she does seem to unlock that power when she's in greatest need. But hopefully she doesn't just go back into her own little lockbox again after this. I didn't even consider that she could just do that again. That would feel like we're just doing a wheel thing. Just kind of keeping her locked in place too much. But then again, you don't want anybody who's too overpowered. Liandrin called her the most powerful wielder of the one power to ever exist, didn't she? In this one. Maybe. Anyway, has Liandrin teamed up with Moghedien? Did Moghedien agree to that? We didn't. I don't think we got conclusiveness on that, but I just presume so. And also their alliance and her talking to her, that seemed a bit sudden too. I knew it was you all along. Did you? She did suspect. We did have one scene earlier in the episode where she was like, I never asked you your name. She must have pieced it together off screen. She was like, oh, that must be one of the Forsaken. I want to be one of them, so here, let's team up. You can have this, I'll have this, and we'll take down the dragon. Yep. I love this season. I love the show, actually. And that's why I started by talking about let's hope they make a season 4. That's why I started with that, because I knew I was going to kind of criticize the episode itself for being a bit clunky. You know, I do think it's a weak finale. They did a lot. There was a lot of things were done in this episode, but the way they went about them just felt a bit off to me. I didn't feel very satisfied many times. You know? My brain was like, huh? What? Where are we now? What? Okay. That was my internal monologue this episode. Which is probably why I wasn't as kind of chatty and quippy. Because I was more trying to keep up with it and trying to feel it out. Where did Tom go? You know, I thought he was going to sacrifice himself. He's not on that boat. He just stayed in Tanchico. He was like, you've got the Rod of Destiny now, Elaine. My child. Go and live your life. And zap anybody who comes to... Zap Ravin with it. See what happens. Are Ravin and Lanfear teaming up now? That doesn't feel right to me. Are you finally ready to kill Lews Therin, Lanfear? Yes. Who believes that? Last episode they were both deeply in love with each other. This episode, the marriage is off. We hate each other now. We're ready to kill each other. Too sudden. Way too sudden. You know? I don't believe it from... I believe it from Rand. Because of what happened. But because of what he went through. Because of that girl. Changed him. He acted differently in this episode. He felt hardened and confident at the same time. He had an odd conversation with Moiraine. It was very odd. Where he was like, everything you've done for me. He listed all this shit. You know, you knew about Lanfear. You knew what she was doing to Egwene. You did it because of this and this and this and this. Thank you. It was very odd. I was like, wow, he's taking this really well. So there was a fundamental shift in his character. So I can believe it from him, but from Lanfear, not a chance. She loves Rand. She loves Lews Therin. Till the day she from when she was born to when she dies. And I won't believe anything else. You know? Sure, I can see her as a spurned lover, that sort of thing, but... No, this... I don't know. She will use Ravin to fulfill whatever she needs to fulfill on her end. And that's the end of that collaboration. Plus, I don't know, Elaine is gunning for him. And finally, I don't know why I'm saying finally, the next thing we're going to talk about is Mat going into that, stumbling into the... We set that up quickly too, didn't we? We should have set that up in episode 3 or 4. We should have had Elaida come out of it, have that little conversation, and then it'll percolate in our subconscious for a little bit. So when it comes back in this episode, we're like, oh, it's that thing from episode 4. Where she made a wish or something, right? Because they did set it up that way. So we knew what to expect when he went in there. I didn't know it was going to be a full Genie 3 wishes thing, though. However they designed that guy, they deserve an award. You know? Not necessarily for what he looks like. There's something unreal about it, but the sound design around it, the way that creature acts, the way that the whole scene played out, the doneness of it, I felt like I was in a different show, and I was very uncomfortable. You know? And as I said, Moghedien felt very simple and very straightforward compared to that, whatever was happening there. This shaper of reality itself. Now, Matt's come out of this place. One, we solved that hanging thing real quickly, real easily, didn't we? Yeah. But two, what's going on with him? What? No, you can't answer that, but it's something about the wording of his wishes has taken something from his memory. Like, he doesn't remember why we're here. Maybe they took everything, like he was pissed off with magic and getting drawn into things and in the One Power in general. So maybe he'll forget everything that has to do with the One Power, which could involve his friends, his things that we've done. Maybe nothing will affect him like that. I want more details about Matt and what's going on with his brain and how it affects him going forward. And if we can undo it, if we can like rip the wishes bracelet off, you know? But yeah, if you ever go in there, discuss the price first. As I said, I wonder what Elaida, I wonder what wishes she made. I wonder if we'll see that. Every time we go inside a thing, it's interesting. I want everybody to go inside all of the things. The arches, this weird doorway with this wishes man. Do you think if Rand went in there? Do you think... I think all the laws of nature don't even exist in there. I don't think Rand could even touch that crazy fox Pennywise man, genie. Because it's like he exists in a different plane of existence. And actually, that's the arches as well, isn't it? That's the arches as well. They open up a weird, you don't know what kind of parallel universe, weird plane of existence. So all these objects and all these doors are spooky and unknowable. You know? Aren't they? Yeah. Did I think Moiraine was going to die? Sort of. Sort of and sort of not. Sort of because of the prophecy and the fact that we kept talking about how she had to die, and also the poetry of her dying with Swan would have made sense. The only reason I didn't think she was going to die is because she was on the poster for season 1 and, you know, as the kind of the main driving force of the show. And if she is going to die, it feels like it's too early to kill her, story-wise. You know? Did I think Matt was dead? At no point. At no point did I think Matt was dead. Because of so many reasons. Min coming along on the trip because she was trying to protect him, maybe. Her coming along to the palace for maybe similar reasons. And, you know, when he was hanging there, I was like, where's Min? Min. And then there was this dark Aja woman there, and I was like, and then she knocked her out. There was no drama. I was just like, yeah, just thump him. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Because there's something, Matt and Min are just like unspoken, this is a love-hate relationship sort of thing, you know? I don't know if they'll ever get together, but they're soulmates. That's the way I see it. And hey, no more Vision stuff to worry about now, right? Or maybe not. And I think that is almost everything I want to say about the show, the episode. Till the long wait, 1.5 years till season 4. When I get to talk to you good folk again. I don't usually show my channel or my Patreon or anything, but if you want to watch free full-length stuff, the pilots of most of the things I watch are usually free on Patreon. I try to keep them all open. If you want to check out any of the shows I watch about 10 shows a week. I only get about 3 to YouTube, just because of time constraints. But the pilots are usually full-length open. Link below, etc. Check it out. And yeah, it's cost you nothing. We've been watching a whole lot of things recently. Probably move on to Severance after this to upload to YouTube. We finished it a few weeks ago, but on Patreon, but could get those edits up. It was either that or The Last of Us. I wasn't sure which one to do next. Because The Last of Us is back this week. Anyway, Wheel of Time. Great season. Enjoyed it immensely. Had a great time with it. Final episode was a bit confusing in some places. Confusingly edited. Confusingly put together. And rushed at the end as well. And this is where these people are, and they're here, and they're here, and they're here, and they're here. See you later. You know? Like we were rushing to go to the toilet at the end. You know, we had to wrap everything up. The complete opposite to the Lord of the Rings, you know? Where you get like 17 endings. And you're like, oh, yeah, okay. Could I go yet? Complete opposite. Right. Thank you for joining me. It's been a blast. Always a great time with the Wheel of Time. I'll be back in some form or other in season 4, when and if it gets made. And I look forward to seeing you all back here for that. And yeah, that's it. Get out of here. What are you still doing here? I'll see you next time.